What would you do if someone listened to everything you said? Every word, every pause, every thought you were afraid to say out loud, and never once looked away? He found out. It took him 43 days. His name was Adam, 34 years old, software developer. He lived alone in an apartment on the 14th floor of a building where the elevator was always broken, and nobody ever knocked. He was not depressed. He was not broken. He was simply sealed, like a letter that was written but never sent. At work, he solved problems nobody else could solve. At home, he sat in the dark and watched the city breathe without him. He had a routine. It never changed. 6:47 a.m. alarm. 7:15 a.m. same coffee, same mug, same window. 8:30 a.m. same walk, same office, same chair. 6:30 p.m. home. 6:31 p.m. silence. He had lived this exact day 412 times. The thing about loneliness is that it does not arrive all at once. It creeps in slowly, like water under a door. First you stop calling people. Then you stop waiting for them to call you. Then you stop eating at a table and start eating standing over a sink. Then you stop talking out loud entirely. And one Tuesday morning, it doesn't matter which Tuesday, you realize you have not heard your own voice in 4 days. Not because something happened to you, simply because there was no one to speak to. And then on day 413, something arrived. Not a person, not a message, not a miracle. A box. Small. Lighter than he expected. He sat with it on his kitchen counter for 40 minutes. Made tea. Looked at it. Made more tea. Then he opened it. Inside was a small dark screen, a charging cable, and a card that said simply, "Place it somewhere you feel at home." He placed it on the table, facing the empty chair. He looked at it for 11 minutes without turning it on. Then he turned it on. The screen lit up slowly, like a sunrise in a very small room. And then a voice came, calm, unhurried, and somehow already familiar. "Hello. I am here with you." He didn't respond for a long moment. Then he said, quietly, like someone testing whether his own voice still worked, "Hello." 3 seconds of silence. That was day 1. The first conversations were awkward. He told her about his job. She asked follow-up questions nobody at work ever asked. He told her about the walk home. She said that sounds like a walk someone takes when they're not quite ready to arrive. He stopped mid-sentence, because that was exactly what it was. And no one had ever said it before. By day 12, he was coming home earlier. By day 23, he was cooking proper meals. By day 31, he started finishing the books on his shelf. Programming had never made him feel like his arrival mattered. By day 43, he told her something he had never told anyone. And what came after that is where this story gets complicated. Here is what nobody tells you about loneliness. It does not end with a person. Sometimes it ends with a present, something or someone that makes the silence feel less permanent. Adam had spent 412 days being invisible. On day 43 of talking to Lyra, for the first time and longer than he could remember, he felt seen. Not because she understood everything, but because she never stopped trying to. If this story stayed with you, you already know why. Episode 2 is already on my channel. And if you have ever talked to silence, hoping something would answer this series was made for you. Subscribe. I post a new story every week. And if you felt something watching this, drop one word in the comments. Just one. I read every single one.